Georgia.
Urgent search. The Coast Guard in the water, in the sky, trying to find 4 missing crew members after this massive cargo ship catches fire and capsizes.
There's no way to get on board the vessel and they need a helo. Is everyone safe?
The new clue, the sounds heard inside the ship. We're live on the scene right now.
Also this morning, President Trump reveals secret talks with the Taliban have been called off, meant to take place at Camp David just days before the anniversary of 9/11.
Airplane emergency. Overnight, passengers racing to evacuate this flight in Orlando. And also the new major travel disruption underway this morning. The pilots on strike, hundreds of flights already canceled.
Desperate Housewives star Felicity Huffman's deeply revealing letter to the judge. Why she broke the law to help her daughter, as prosecutors recommend jail time in that college admissions scandal.
Lucky to be alive. The race car driver going airborne, flipping over, the dramatic crash caught on camera, and the 3 things that saved his life.
And the greatest, Rafael Nadal, winning the U.S. Open in a marathon match. Now just 1 Grand Slam title away from tying the record. And first on GMA this morning, 19-year-old champ Bianca Andreescu is here live, fresh off her incredible win against Serena Williams.
Live in Times Square, this is Good Morning America.
We do say Good Morning America. Hope you had a great weekend. I know someone who did. Yes, Bianca Andreescu. Take a look. This is the moment where she just fell there on the court.
She just laid it all out.
Oh, she did.
She's just 19, and this was her very first U.S. Open ever. She beat Serena Williams in straight sets, and you are going to be talking with her live in just a bit. Cannot wait for that.
I cannot wait
She'll be
as
sitting
well.
up straight.
Exactly.
We have a big week in politics this week as well. ABC's debate, Democratic debate, just 3 days away, Thursday night in Houston. And we have a brand new poll out as well. It shows Elizabeth Warren gaining ground, a clear top tier right now. Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, and Elizabeth Warren.
We'll have much more on that ahead, but we're going to begin with the race to find 4 crew members missing after this cargo ship capsized off the Georgia coast. There are new clues this morning, sounds heard on board. Kaylee Hartung is there on the scene for us with the latest. Good morning, Kaylee.
Good morning, Robin. This is the top of the massive cargo ship you can see behind me. Rescue efforts expected to continue in this dangerous and difficult mission as the sun comes up. And this morning, we are learning there is reason to hope that some of the 4 South Korean crew members missing could still be alive inside.
This morning, new details on that urgent search to find 4 missing crew members of this massive cargo ship after it capsized off the coast of Georgia Sunday morning and burst into flames.
There's no way to get on board the vessel and they need a helo. Is everyone safe?
According to the Coast Guard commander, all hope may not be lost. They've heard noises inside the ship, which could possibly be the missing crew members trying to make contact. But there's also a chance the noises could be things shifting inside the ship. The Coast Guard using helicopters and boat crews to rescue the other 20 crew members, some in the dead of night.
Okay, I'm going to bring it back up.
Even airlifting them to safety. But the fire hindering progress.
The situation was too risky to further go inside the vessel.
The 650-foot ship, called the Golden Ray, was carrying vehicles. It had just departed for Baltimore when around 2 a.m. it made a turn and started listing, eventually flipping on its side.
All passenger request to keep a sharp lookout, assist if possible.
The ship, which is twice the size of a football field, was too unstable to search inside. Officials working on stabilizing the boat before going back.
The last we understand is that they were on watch in the engine room when the incident happened. We brought in a team of experts to start looking at how we can effect the rescue, but also do it safely.
The fire on board the ship is out, but there is still a serious risk of dangerous gases inside the vessel. This in addition to the danger of the stability of the ship. Rescue crews want to resume their work as soon as it is safe to do so, and the investigation into what caused this fire, it's still ongoing. Amy?
All right, we are certainly hoping for the best outcome there. Kaylee, thank you. Now to the very latest on that revelation from President Trump that his administration planned and then canceled secret peace talks with the Taliban at Camp David meant to take place over the weekend. Senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega is in Washington with all the latest on this story. Good morning, Cecilia.
Good morning, Amy. This came as a huge surprise to almost everyone here in Washington. The president planning to secretly meet with the Taliban right here on U.S. soil, but just as soon as he announced these talks, he called them off. President Trump, in the same tweet, announced and then abruptly canceled the secret Taliban summit at Camp David. He wrote, unbeknownst to almost everyone, the major Taliban leaders and separately the president of Afghanistan were going to secretly meet with me at Camp David on Sunday. The president blaming a Kabul suicide bombing 3 days earlier that left a dozen people dead, including Sergeant First Class Elise Angel Barreto Ortiz, the 16th American killed in combat there this year. President Trump writing, I immediately canceled the meeting and called off peace negotiations. That abrupt cancellation came just days after principles of a peace deal had been reached that would have brought home more than 5,000 U.S. troops serving in Afghanistan. Now, their future uncertain. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo telling George the Taliban were not negotiating in good faith.
The Taliban overreached. They killed an American in an effort to gain leverage at the negotiating table. And President Trump said enough.
This, even though in the past, the administration argued that the deaths of U.S. service members were reason to keep the talks going. That the surprise summit would have taken place at Camp David just days before the September 11th anniversary left lawmakers in both parties stunned.
It's just another example of the president treating foreign policy like it's some kind of game show. This isn't a game show. These are terrorists.
Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney tweeting, Camp David is where America's leaders met to plan our response after 9/11. No member of the Taliban should ever set foot there. And now the Taliban is responding, saying, quote, this will harm America more than anyone else. They say this will lead to more American deaths there. 14,000 U.S. troops remain in Afghanistan right now. President Trump has long advocated to get America out of its longest running war. The question now, George, what happens to these troops? More than 5,000 of them were supposed to come home as part of these failed talks.
Yeah, some indication the president wants to bring them home anyway. Okay, Cecilia, thanks very much. We're going to go to the race for the White House now. And as the Democratic candidates gear up for ABC's debate Thursday night, our new poll with the Washington Post shows a clear top tier, pulling away for now from the rest of the pack. Joe Biden still on top with 27%, Bernie Sanders with 19%, and a rising Elizabeth Warren right behind him with 17%. The three of them get almost triple the support of all the other candidates combined. Our senior national correspondent Terry Moran joins us from Washington with more on the poll's findings. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, George. Well, that poll does show what has now become a familiar look for this Democratic field just 4 days out of that debate in Houston on ABC. The top tier and then the second tier. But these are early days. More than half of the people we polled say that they are willing to consider another candidate. But look at Joe Biden's big advantage. We already know it. Electability. Take a look at this number. 42% of Democrats, far more than say they support him, say that he is more likely to defeat Donald Trump. And that, of course, the number one issue for Democrats. But his rivals sense vulnerability in the 76-year-old gaffe-prone front-runner. And the second-tier candidates, they think this is a race that a dark horse could jump out. So let's take a look at those second-tier candidates. Senator Kamala Harris, Mayor Pete Buttigieg, former Congressman Beto O'Rourke. And look at that businessman, Andrew Yang. He's rising, too, up to 3% now. This is a race where anything, I guess, could happen.
And as you point out, more than half the voters say they could still change their minds. Meantime, Congress coming back to work this week. And gun control at the top, at least of the Democrats' agenda. They're pushing President Trump to act on background checks and other measures. And our new poll shows strong support for those measures.
That's right. This is the extraordinary, yet once again familiar story. If you've got hopes for gun control, they lie in the American public opinion. Take a look. Our poll shows that an overwhelming number of Americans, 89%, believe there should be background checks for all gun purchases, including at private sales and gun shows. That's incredible. You can't get 90% of Americans to agree that it's Monday. On the assault weapons ban, still very strong support there, 56%. It's tricky to define that, of course, but they are waiting for presidential leadership on all that. George?
Meantime, Terry, the president has a new challenger in the Republican primaries, and he's taking notice.
He is indeed. Former South Carolina Governor and Congressman Mark Sanford, whose career seemed to flame out in a scandal with an Argentine mistress, is announced his running, and he makes three now rivals for the president calling them the Three Stooges. George?
Karen Moran, thanks very much. And as we said, ABC's debate coming up Thursday night in Houston. 10 candidates on the stage. It's the first time they're going to have a single night for one debate. Our coverage begins at 8 Eastern.
No, you'll be heading there soon.
Heading down tomorrow.
Okay, George. Now to the desperate situation in the Bahamas. The death toll from Hurricane Dorian is rising. At least 45 people killed, hundreds still missing. This as supplies slowly arrive for survivors of the most powerful hurricane to ever hit the islands. Marcus Moore is back in Marsh Harbor with the very latest. Good morning, Marcus.
Robin, good morning. What we see here is absolutely heartbreaking. Homes are gone, brick and concrete buildings have been demolished, and then we see this. So many boats left resting on the shore, this one carrying a couple of cars. It is also damaged, and from our drone camera, you get a sense of the scale of this catastrophe. The damage stretches for miles along this island that took a direct hit. It's almost as if every single building here sustained some bit of damage. And this morning we know that dozens were found dead amidst the rubble, and the fear is that there will almost certainly be more. This morning, as the death toll in the Bahamas continues to rise from Hurricane Dorian, Marsh Harbor is left battered and beaten. Now many from this proud community looking for any way to get out.
There are 2 ferries every day, okay?
Over the weekend, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force loading up boats, sending more than 3,000 people to Nassau for food, water, and shelter. And they're using the same shipping port to bring in much-needed aid.
This is what we do. We serve. We're here in the military. This is what we do. We bring relief to people that are hurting. We bring relief to people that need us.
But some evacuees from the Bahamas being sent to the United States were forced off of a rescue ferry. The Fox affiliate in Miami obtaining this video.
All passengers that don't have U.S. visa, please proceed to disembark.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection saying it was, quote, a business decision by the ferry operator, and that the CBP is continuing to process new arrivals. And the destruction is all around here in Marsh Harbor. You can see it right here. Trees have been snapped, homes and businesses torn apart, and boats and cars tossed around, either by Dorian's extreme winds or that massive storm surge that left this island community in ruins. In nearby island communities, people revisiting their now destroyed homes. And this is your house.
Yep.
You rode out the storm here.
We left in the eye, thankfully, and when we left in the eye, it was still very much intact.
More than 40 declared dead and thousands missing. Those left picking up the pieces, looking to restore normalcy as soon as they can. When you look around, I mean, do you think you'll be able to get it back?
Yeah, but it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time.
And the health minister here in the Bahamas told us that they are working to account for every single person, but that it is possible that some victims were washed out to sea and they may never be found. Wow. Robin.
That is the fear.
Oh, so heartbreaking. Now to an airplane emergency overnight. Passengers forced to evacuate a flight in Orlando, Florida after pilots detected a smoke condition on board. ABC's David Curley has all the latest on that situation. David, good morning.
Morning, Amy. Everyone's okay, but those passengers on a flight from Grand Cayman had expected to land at JFK. Instead, the emergency landing in Orlando and evacuation of all 108 aboard the 737 using the slides to get out quickly. The pilots got a warning of smoke in the cargo hold, but no evidence of smoke or fire was found on the ground. The small airline flies 9 aircraft, including 2 grounded Maxes, says while it's mindful of the distress an evacuation can cause and apologized, it said it was necessary, Amy.
And David, there's another big airline headline this morning. Nearly all British Airways flights have been canceled or are being canceled.
That's correct. It's a pilot strike. It means nearly all 850 flights for British Airways may be canceled today and tomorrow because of the strike. The pilots want a larger share of the company's profits. Thousands of passengers have had to rearrange, some blaming the airline for not communicating enough. So far, 250 flights have been canceled, Amy.
All right, that is tough. David Curley, thanks so much, George.
Amy, thanks. We're going to turn now to the story of a race car driver lucky to be alive after a crash that sent him into the air in Italy. There you see it right there. He was able to walk away injured but alive. And Will Reeve is here with more on how he survived. Good morning, Will.
Good morning, George. The video is shocking. A young Formula 3 driver hitting the curb, flying through the air into a barrier at full speed. He lived to tell the tale.
This terrifying crash sending Formula 3 driver Alex Peroni twisting and tumbling through the air.
That is a horrific sight.
The Australian rookie hitting a speed bump style curb meant to serve as a safety device, instead launching his car into the fence, where miraculously Peroni was able to walk away into a waiting medical emergency car.
And Alex Peroni is out of the car. Dr. Ian Roberts with him there, and that is so good to see after an extremely violent accident.
The 19-year-old reassuring his fans on Instagram, despite serious injuries, he will be back behind the wheel soon, writing, "That was a big one. Currently recovering in hospital with a broken vertebrae. Not sure the recovery time, but hope to be back in the car as soon as possible."
Alex Peroni's team released a statement thanking people for their support, explaining Alex's life likely saved by the protective halo, his helmet, other safety features inside his car, thanking people, paying tribute to all the people who have lobbied for constant progress in relation to safety in motor racing.
Oh my,
what a story. Unbelievable.
It is. Thank you, Will. All right. Now that thrilling U.S. Open final, Rafael Nadal winning the title in a marathon match last night, lasting almost 5 hours. It's his 19th career Grand Slam, one short of the all-time record held by Roger Federer. Then on Saturday, 19-year-old tennis phenom Bianca Andreescu beating Serena Williams in straight sets to win the women's title. I see her family over there in the corner. They're here live in the studio. We're going to talk to them in just a moment, but you got all the details first.
Yeah, and I had to change my intro because I just met her, and I had to tell her I wasn't rooting for her. Okay, but you have to love it. Look, everybody's rooting for Serena to get that 24th, right? But how can you root against this 19-year-old? So that was an emotionally exhausting match. Yesterday's men's match, it was physically exhausting to watch because it was just minutes short of being the longest one in U.S. Open history.
He brought Nadal to win the third. Can he do the same here?
A grueling 5-set, 4-hour, 50-minute drama-filled classic in front of a packed Arthur Ashe Stadium.
You will never forget this fight.
That ended with an exhausted and tearful 33-year-old Rafa Nadal, the U.S. Open men's champion. For the first 2 hours, Nadal was having his way with Daniil Medvedev, the 5th seed in the tournament, and at age 23, the youngest finalist in 9 years. But just as Nadal appeared to be marching to victory in 3 straight sets, Medvedev came alive, switched his playing style.
They were booing him last week, cheering him, but now they appreciate the fight.
And turned the match into a nail-biter and a marathon, and making Nadal fight for his now 19th major title.
It has been one of the most emotional nights in my tennis career.
Emotions high on Saturday as well when Serena Williams took the court in the women's final against Bianca Andreescu. Williams was aiming for history to win her 24th Grand Slam title, but even with an entire stadium behind her and the Duchess of Sussex cheering her on, Williams struggled against the 19-year-old Canadian. But even an incredible comeback in the second set wasn't enough to overcome one of the tour's toughest up-and-comers who was playing in her first Grand Slam final.
It was an incredible tennis out there. I wish I could have played better, but if anyone could win this tournament outside of Venus, I'm happy. I'm happy it's Bianca.
It's Bianca, and Bianca, apologies, I'll never root against you again, okay? Ever.
She's got that trophy, and you earned it.
Thank you
earned
guys.
it. Looking forward to talking to you in just a little bit. Yes.
Yeah, also had prosecutors are fighting to put Felicity Huffman behind bars. We have her desperate plea, very personal letter to the judge. Right now, let's go to Ginger in North Carolina.
And I can't wait to tell you why I'm here, but first, let's get the Select Cities brought to you by Amazon.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
Free one-day delivery, video, music, and more with Prime.
Today's going to be your coolest day out of the work week, with temperatures highs topping out today at about 80 to 81 degrees. Lots of cloud cover too, and can't rule out a little passing shower or two very light showers, so you might want to take a little small umbrella. Tomorrow, 83, a lot of sunshine for the afternoon hours, and then Wednesday and Thursday, some summer-style heat. We're headed up to 93, 94 degrees. It will feel, of course, much warmer than that. And Thursday, we'll be tracking some afternoon storms. Then for this upcoming weekend, 87 to 86.
Tennis, anyone? We're going to talk to the champ when we come back.
It's your first time in the war zone?
No. I've seen a heck of a lot of Army-Navy games.
Critics are calling Ad Astra a masterpiece.
What is happening out there?